And good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second game for this evening, brought to you by Jproject Clothing Shop of Mr. Vicente Linugan Jr. in coordination with the City Government of Tagum and the City Sports Development Office. And slugging it out for tonight, the second game is the St. John Paul II College of Davao versus CM Farm Breakthrough Basketball of Tagum City. St. John Paul College of Davao coming off from a heartbreaker in their last game, but Coach Howard Delgado is so much optimistic entering into this ball game despite knowing that they are heavy underdogs against this very tough CM Farm Breakthrough Basketball. Coach Howard Delgado emphasized pre-game that they just need to work on their defense and just play the game, give it a shot, despite that they only had one practice after 2 weeks coming off that loss against Holy Cross, because they are in a league in Davao in the the ongoing Prisa A league there, and Coach Howard is handling a different lineup on that league, and this is also a different lineup for them, and he just need to play the game. And for the CM Farm Breakthrough Basketball coach Phil Jimena says that defense and teamwork are the key factors entering into this ballgame, and that outside shooting needs to be improved, because in their last game yesterday evening they went 8 out of 29 against that nail-biting game versus DNSC, and they have to attack the basket aggressively. They have to be aggressive all throughout the ball game. And looking at the CM Farm Breakthrough lineup, everyone is a reliable player going into this game. We have Salazar, Dumalagan, Limit, and Echavia leading the charge for Coach Phil's team. And that is the game at hand, Breakthrough Basketball versus St. John Paul II. And now let's go on to our Coliseum Barker for the introduction of the first five.
All right, good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the main game of the ongoing Jproject Clothing Basketball, live here at the Rotary Club Gymnasium of Davao City. It promises to be an action-packed basketball featuring the CM Farm Breakthrough Basketball against St. John Paul II College of Davao. And now let's meet the starters of the Jproject Clothing Basketball. First off, let's meet the St. John Paul II College of Davao. Wearing jersey number 8, John Mark Kingo. Wearing jersey number 17, Roland Houses. Wearing jersey number 28, Christian Peregrino. Wearing jersey number 55, John Sanchez. Wearing jersey number 30, John Imasinde. Coach of St. John Paul II College of Davao, Mr. Howard Delgado. And this team is being owned by the Evangelista and Indian family. And now, it's your CM Farm Breakthrough Basketball. Wearing jersey number 12, CJ Domalaga. Wearing jersey number 14, Mark Liene. Edgel Hanyo, head coach of CM Breakthrough Basketball. For this ball game, our crew chief, umpire number 1, Mr. Alexis Burresi, and umpire number 2, Ronald Cabanas.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, mga kaibigan. This is the second game for the night. St. John Paul II College of Davao versus Team Farm Breakthrough Basketball. First 5 for Breakthrough Basketball. The reigning MVP, CJ Dumalagan, together with the UST Growing Cub, Mark Limit, John Villegas, J.M. Bonares, and Edgel Hanyo. And for St. John Paul II, first 5 is John Mark Pingol, Ferdinand Palsis, Christian Peregrino, John Sanchez, and John Dimas Cinco. This promises to be an exciting one. A lot of players to be watched out in this ball game. John Dimas Cinco, the main man of St. John Paul, who carried the guys in blue. Sanchez hands it off. Dimas Cinco, Jam looking for a man. 5 on the shot clock and denied by Limit. Limit playing for the UST University of Santo Tomas Growling Cubs. In the UAAP, here comes Edgel Hanyo over to Raymelton Villegas. Limit on the post. One ranked number 19 high school player in the Philippines. Dumasinkel with a no-look pass. Wala. And flying for the board, Villegas steps out of bounds. And John Paul really slugging it out, as what Coach Howard Delgado said earlier. They just need to give it a shot. Just play the game. Give your best shot and let's see what will happen in the end. And bodies colliding. Villegas kicks out. Mark Limit faking. Side steps met by the defense. Good stop by St. John Paul. Pingol binigay. Last touch by Bonares. And back and forth action. And wherever you're watching, you can comment down below kung saan man kayo nanonood at kung sino ang gustong magpa-shoutout. You can just comment and we'll read it to you later. Here comes Dumalagan, the reigning MVP of this Jproject Basketball 21 under. CJ hands it to Edgel. Edgel setting the tone. J.M. Bonares now from the Island Garden City of Samar over to Hanyo. 7 on the clock. Hanyo steps back for 2. No good. And both teams really slugging it out on the defensive side. Wala pang nakaka-score. Pero si Dimas Cinco gustong nakauna. Wala nga lang. And John Sanchez, the big man. Pellegrino to the cutting. Palsis on the play right there, jumping first blood. 2-0 for St. John Paul. Hanyo over to Dumalagan. CJ bounces it off. Villegas from the top of the key, hounded by the defense with 10 on the clock. CJ off the screen. Limit fires for 3. That's good. Mark Limit shooting lights out. One of the rising stars participated in the Smart NBTC National for the UST Growling Cubs, and Sanchez answers ban. And what a bounce pass inside to Bonares. Hanyo crossover. Step through. And loose ball. Agawang buko. And Sanchez throws it away. Here comes Villegas. Villegas, the athletic forward. No, Sanchez stops it. What a slugfest this has turned out to be. This is turning out to be, and the easy transition. Dimasinkel. John Dimasinkel answers wonder. Dumalagan over to Bonares. And trying the same play. Intercepted right there. And the bank shot is good. Peregrino taking it coast to coast. And St. John Paul up by 5, 8-3 in the early goings. Oh, Villegas with a deep to do for 2. Dimasinkel fakes, leans, short on the scoop shot. Dimasinkel will try to reset with 12 on the shot clock. Hounded by CJ Dumalagan. Jam. Kicks out. Pingo! He gets fouled. Pingo will shoot for 2. Limit. Call for that one. And we have a look at the power dime of the ball game. What a dime right there. What an assist from Dimasinkel for 2. And we'll be right back after this timeout. And we are now back into the ball game. 5-8 is our score. 3-point lead for the visiting St. John Paul Blancas of Davao City. And we would also like to shout out our live viewers. To Aubrey James, he says, go, 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 Apo, Picoy Serentas. And to Splinter Scott Aligato. And also to Jomar Padilla de Parin. Second throw for Pingol. And splitting the free throw right there was John Mark Pingol. Under 5 minutes, CJ Dumalagan of the Wang Min College playing in Manila. To Villegas, Hanyo, bang! Echel Hanyo with a big three right there. And for the information of everybody, para sa mga kaibigan nating nanonood dyan, CJ Dumalagan, Echel Hanyo, and Ray Melton Villegas are teammates from the Wang Min College in Manila. And they're also teammates here at Breakfield Basketball. Indeed, they are Tagum City's pride. Also Mark Limit from the USC Growling Cubs playing in the UAAP. Ranked number 19 high school player in the Philippines. Participated in the Smart National Basketball Training Camp National Finals. And they alley-oop play off the inbounds. Gandang pasa noon. Sanchez on the receiving end. Villegas over to CJ. Pick from Limit. CJ, no look pass, turns it over, ahead, quick outlet, Dimasinkel jams it home. CJ fakes, fires from the free throw area, round and in. Friendly bounce from Dumalagan, the reigning MVP. And Bonares with a face-to-face steal. And he gets fouled. That was Peregrino. And Jam Dimasinkel with a power play off the court. Hatid sa inyo ni Mr. June Flores. Dimasinkel extended the lead that time in favor of his team. And Coach Howard Delgado's game plan really working it out. Just play the game, just enjoy the game, give it a shot. And now they're up by 4, knowing what CM Farm brings to the table. Here comes Limit, crossing over the defense of Jam. Shot clock plenty. Malayo pa naman. Edchel, Hanyo to JM Bonares. Bonares loses control. Pingol to Dimasinkel. Quick fake and a quick trigger. What a play, what a move by Jam Dimasinkel, fooling the defense. Naiwan sa ere. Sila Mark Limit that time. Dumalaga, no look pass. Mark Limit with a spin. His shot, wala. Peregrino with a quick trigger, round and out. Here comes Dumalagan, manning the point. Over to Bonares. Villegas providing the pick. Dumalagan sneaks in for 2. Butter can't leave him that wide open. CJ Dumalagan will make you pay. Under 2 minutes here in the first. Pingo hands it to Dimasinkel. Dimasinkel, binigay, nawala, but he recovers. No look pass, gandang pasa, sana, with that intention to get it under the basket, and that was tapped out of bounds. Shot clock 5 seconds, and we will have a 5-man substitution from St. John Paul II. Coach Howard Delgado with some big changes right here, and also a substitution for Same Farm, Della, and Serentas in. That was Cruz. And a 24 seconds shot clock violation. And we have just got an announcement from the venue announcer, the president of Jproject Basketball, Mr. June Lenogon, now in the ballroom enjoying this ball game as Serentas swings a pass, Limit, drives, fakes, over to Serentas, he starts to pull the trigger, that's good! Serentas with a big shot, cutting the lead to 1. Here comes Lalisan. Lalisan decides to drive. Binigay. And a turnover for Sarabillo on that play. Couldn't get the catch. Limit. Stopping. Passing. Serentas with a quick first step. He spins. Della. Shot clock down to 10. Here comes Mark Limit. Limit. Step back for 2. What a release, but couldn't get it to go. Lalisan gets track of the ball. Santillan, binigay, Cruz, no look to Lalisan. Lalisan, balik kay Santillan, and they turn it over. Limit. We'll slow things down. 7 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And an inside play. Bonares gets it to fall, and now CM Farm breakthrough basketball on the upper hand, 17-16. As Coach Howard Delgado. And that three-point shot is brought to you by Starprint Graphics. Serentas making things happen. Big shot to swing the momentum. And this time out, with 21 seconds, we'll be right back. And welcome back to the ball game. Coach Howard Delgado calls the timeout to draw the last play, the last possible play for this period with 21 seconds left in the first. Let's see mga kaibigan kung ano ang play na ginawa ni Coach Howard, and that will be a quick trigger for jersey number 22, Sauce. 5 seconds. Serentas being shut down. Lalisan chucks it. And that will not count. Lalisan's layup was a little too late for the clock. And that ends the first period with our score 17-18. 1 point lead for College of Davao. And as we take a look at the first quarter highlights, back and forth action between St. John Paul versus Breakthrough Basketball, 17-18, 1 point lead. As we can see that St. John Paul really slugging it out. Their inside offense has been working well, and for Breakthrough Basketball, there are some questionable chemistry on that first period. Stars making things for them, as we are now heading into the second period. 18-17 is our score, as this game is brought to you by Starprint Graphics, Jproject Clothing, Torrefranca Banana Trading, and the city's government of Tagum and the City Sports Development Office, together with Mr. June Flores. And back to the action mga kapatid, live here at the Jproject Basketball Facebook page and live at the venue, the Rotary Gymnasium here in Tagum City. And the first possession ends up with a steal for Breakthrough Basketball. Trailing by 1, Villegas looking for an opening. Chavia throws it. No. Quickly ahead of the pack. Binigay. Losing control again. Dela. Shut down by Santillan, who gets the ball. Villegas diving for it. And the ball says out of bounds. Ball swings back to SJP Blancas. And 18-17 is our score, as we have our technical group working on that map under the rim. Masyadong madulas daw, sabi ng ating mga players. And as things slows down, we would like to greet our live viewers a happy viewing. Shout out and comment your opinions below so that we will shout out our live viewers. Shout out to J-Boy DJ Boy and to Mary Joy Uloy, who's watching tonight. And here comes Lalisan, hands it over. Fakes fires for Sauce, wala. Serentas on the open. Swing it to Askia Chavia. Serentas with Villegas receiving. And that is an offensive foul called by our referee. That was a tough break right there for breakthrough basketball. Villegas called for the offensive. This has been as close as it gets, mga kapatid. And to whoever's watching and joining us tonight, happy viewing sa inyong lahat. As Lalisa now, binigay. Down pass, what a pass! Sauce threading the needle, what a perfect dime for Santillan. And Sauce making that pass to go. At Chavia, high arcing shot, answers one. As Kia hitting the call for breakthrough. Santillan crossover. Cruz. Sauce, who just made a perfect dive, and that was a jinx. He turns it over. Villegas using his body, all sorts of strength for Ray Melton. And he gets fouled. As we take a look at the power play of the quarter. What a pass by Sauce. And this power play of the quarter is brought by Mr. Flores. And 2 free throws coming for Ray Melton. He makes the first. Second throw for Villegas. Perfect on the line for Ray Melton. And substitution, Bonares back for Ray Melton. And a live look at our Jproject basketball president. That was a quick look of Sir June Linogon, our president of Jproject. And the tip in goes for Santillan. No look pass! Alley play broken. And the loose ball, grading it out, was Palaces. Sauce rather.
Para masulte yun ako.
And Bella misses. Second try, wala pa rin. Here comes the fast break. 3 on 3, 3 on 2. Oh! Sneaking it in everything but the shot. Bonares from the wing decides to take it. Too strong. Powerful rebound grab by Sanchez. Oh, by Lalisan rather. 6 and 30 here in the second. Sarabillo looking for a hand up. Gets it to Santillan. Fires for 3. Bang! Santillan with a dagger. And that was a live look. That is a live look of Mr. Vicente Linogon Jr., the president of Jproject Basketball. Thank you, Sergeant, for making this league happen. And we take a replay presented by Starprint Graphics as a 3-point shot off the quarter. Presented by Starprint Graphics. That was Santillan who makes the dagger. Della misses the first. Misses the second. Here comes St. John Paul. Cruz over to Lalisan. And as St. John Paul is playing well, those starters are taking a good rest. Di pa nga pinapasok si Jam Di Masinkel, their main man. With 8 on the shot clock, Sanchez loses. Good defense, using the body. Bonares. Tuloy-tuloy! Yes! For 2, JM Bonares. Really, JM Bonares making a lot of impact in this ball game. The product of Island Garden City of Samar. Cruz wants to answer. That's good. Paul Cruz. And as you can see, mga kapatid, St. John Paul's outside shooting has been clicking in this quarter. What a pass inside. Yes. That was too deep. Some way, somehow, JM Bonares making it to go. Cruz calling out the play, walking instructions. Cruz now hands it back to Cruz on the baseline, loses control. Bonares picks it up with a quick outlet, and Xavier with a touchdown. John Paul now on this set. Cruz with a quick first step. Binigay. That was an open lane. And Sanchez with a baby shot. Hook shot. Connecting it to fall. And ball says out of bounds. Mark Limit hustling it down to delay the play. And a 3-man sub by St. John Paul. Bounces in. And as we take a look at the power time of the quarter, what an assist right there. An even better finish for Jay Bonares assisting on that play. Limit, no look. Hanyo fires for 3, short. And a clearance. And back to the ball game is Jam Di Masinkel, an MVP candidate last season. Over to his open man, bang bang! Marquez this time making the 3. St. John Paul clicking on their outside shots, and Jam Di Masinkel making that one happen on that assist. If St. John Paul continues this hard shooting, they might have a chance. But CJ Di Malagan answers one back for breakthrough basketball. Di Masinkel gustong bumawi na naman. Wala. And Marquez picks up the loose ball, but Morales chips him away. JM with a left-handed, no. And Dumalagan calling clear out, one-on-one. Step back. Give and go, he fakes. Pero may sabit. And take a look at the Star Point Graphics 3-point shot off the quarter, presented by Star Point Graphics. And we take a look at our live viewers. Shout out to Keith Monincilio Realino, to Raymond Liganzo, and to Patrick Meren. Here comes Marquez to the Masinkel. Yes po, direct. Yes. And there goes Bonares driving towards the lane, gets fouled. And Coach Howard Delgado telling his players what to do. Peregrino was told to sub in. Coach Howard Delgado's game plan really working out for St. John Paul II. He says earlier, defense, teamwork, and of course especially his outside shooting, which has been clicking in this ball game. That was just the first throw. And Bonares missing the second also. No good on the 2 tries right there for JM. Dimasinkel gets a running start. What a pass! Jam Dimasinkel threading the needle over to Sanchez. Dumalaga now calling instructions. CJ over to JM. Hanyo lurking inside. Dumalagan from the top of the key being eyed closely by Bingol. Over to the corner. Chavia misses the left hand. Dimasinkel outlets. Pellegrino with a touchdown. That time SJP, the Blancas, pushing the pace on that one. CJ over to Askia. Bonares from the top. Fires for 3. Couldn't get it to go. Dimasinkel. Spins, fires, top shot, forces the issue. He was asking for a foul. Dumalagan. Steps. Inside, JM, Bonares, second contact. Packet is good, and 1 for Bonares, the pride of Island Garden City of Samal. He'll get a chance for a bonus throw. JM Bonares tip. As we take a look at the power move of the quarter, brought to you by Jproject Loading. A layup is good that time for Pellegrino. Bonares again, that's his third miss. Free throw. Seconds to play now, here in the second. Pingol sizing it, Chavia. Pingol taking it all the way to the cup. Connecting. (34-39), 5-point lead for the guys in blue, the Blancas of St. John Paul II. CJ throws it to Chavia. Beautiful play, John. Limit, couldn't get it to go. Sanchez clips that one. Dimasinkel, lays it up and in. Jump. Tuloy-tuloy lang. And that forces Coach Phil to call an emergency timeout with 16 seconds, trying to draw the last play of the second period, as we will have to take a break. We will be right back after this timeout. And we are now back into this ball game with 16 seconds left here in the second period before the halftime. Last possible possession for Breakthrough Basketball. Let's see how are they going to make this one happen. CJ Dumalagan will inbound the play slowly to Hanyo. 15 seconds now. And a floater, couldn't get to go. Villegas clips that one home. Limit up and under, Binigay. What a defense by St. John Paul right there. Defensive stop to shut down CM Farm Breakthrough Basketball. And that ends the second period. Our score 34-31. 7-point lead for St. John Paul II. And this is a look at the second quarter highlights. What a pass right there, threading the needle. This has been the story of the ball game. The the hot shooting of St. John Paul, making them up by 7 as Xavi at that time with a thread pass to Bunares. And as you can see, both teams really going back and forth. Dumalagan answers the 3 off his own. But this is such a good sign for St. John Paul being up by 7 against a very tough CM Farm. Really tells a lot for the quality of this ball game. And this highlight is presented to you by Jproject Clothing, quality uniform, quality performance. And we will be right back after this halftime.
Jproject Clothing Shop sponsored Pilipinas Super League All-Star 2023. We first lay out the desirable design of what customer want in jersey. Our graphic designer is creative to create ideas. After the customer accepts the design jerseys are carefully examined and printed in a quality machine that produces a fast printing, the biggest machine in the printing industry. After printing, it will fit to the heat press so that the print will be transferred to a premium Polydex fabric. After it is transferred, our monitoring team will check the product and deliver it to the sewing section. In the sewing section, all the sewing experts use quality thread, needles, and machine to make the product good-looking and durable after the product is finished. Additionally, we choose the best fabric for our jersey with care, and each fabric stretches differently. There's stretch percentage and then there's returnability. The stretch percentage tells you how much a certain fabric has the ability to stretch, and the returnability tells you how much the fabric can return to its original length. Our jersey usually has a good stretch percentage and a good returnability. When we sewing garments in jersey fabric, we have different techniques and stitches, depending on the desired finish. And our sewing machine operator have sound knowledge of the various measuring and marking tools so as to enable one to stitch a garment that fits well. Monitoring team will check thoroughly if there is any damage or ready to pack. After the product check, now it will go to our packing area. It is ready to use now.
as we take a look at our halftime highlights presented by Jproject Clothing. Quality uniform, quality performance. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of this ball game. St. John Paul with the upper hand of 7-point lead. Inside, Villegas ng Davao. Defensively stopped by Villanueva that time. Here comes the Masinkil. Decides to pull that trigger, way off. Ball sails out of bounds. Breakthrough basketball. Inside, Limit turns it over. Dimasinkel with a no-look pass. What a play right there. Villanueva off the assist from Pulses off the assist from Dimasinkel that time. Dumalagan fakes, fires, bang! Big shot by CJ to stop the bleeding. A badly needed one. The go-to guy when they needed basket. CJ just right there, but Jam on the other end has some other plans. Tumalagan again, not this time around. Dimasinkel being eyed closely by the reigning MVP CJ Dumalagan. Dimasinkel throws it cross court. Nahanap ang open. Yes, connect. Beautiful pass again by Jam to Pinggol. 8-point lead for the team in Davao City. Really slugging it out. Coach Howard somewhat pleased of what his team is showing. An open man on the corner. No good. CJ over to Ray Melton, and Villegas travels that time. Substitution right here for breakthrough basketball. Serentas in for CJ Dumalagan. And this is now a 10-point lead for St. John Paul II College of Davao Blancas under Coach Howard Delgado. We said earlier that they were lacking preparations, but look at what is happening. But that just shows the quality of this John Paul. Bounce pass. Pulses turns it over. Limit against Dimasinkel. Oh! Defensive stop by Jam right there. And the ball tipped out of bounds to the lady attack, but ball will remain with St. John Paul II. Peregrino barking out the play. And Peregrino fires short, gets his own miss. And ball will remain with St. John Paul. Sanchez decides to pull the trigger. Short, couldn't track down his own miss, out of bounds. Ball to breakthrough basketball. CM Farm basketball down by 10, and Echavia is back for Mark Limit. Serentas over to Bunares. Serentas with a quick first step and gets it to go. Sanchez and Coach Sir Jun Linogon watching and enjoying the ball game. Taking a look at of the three earlier. And there goes Echel Hanyo. Answering one. Dimasingkil calling out the tone and the play. Swings a pass. Oh, what a passing right there by St. John Paul. Almost broken. Dimasingkil picks it up with time to shoot. Jam with a leaner. Short. Bunares ahead to Sarintas. Villegas with a side step. Beautiful move by Remelton Villegas. (47-43), Dimasingkil taking it to the cup. Pinggol picks it up. Pinggol! Pamatay sunog. Pinggol. Bunares has the ball now, clearing out. Sarintas decides to pull, running out. And John Paul with another stop. Dimasingkil picks the ball from the half court. Crossing over, faking. Naipasa, Peregrino, open. Way off. And that leads us to a timeout by St. John Paul II as our power move of the quarter brought to you by Jproject Loading. Remelton Villegas lashing through the heart of the defense. We'll be right back after this timeout. And back to the ball game. This game is brought to you by Starprint Graphics, Jproject Clothing, Torre Franca Banana Trading, and City Government of Tagum and the City Sports Development Office, and Mr. June Flores. Oh, Bornares with a powerful move to the basket. Dimasingkil swings a pass. No good that time. Echavia gets a full head of steam. He gets fouled. Echavia will shoot two on the line. And as we take a look at the power time of the quarter presented by Torre Franca Banana Trading, Bernardes slice the defense. Echavia on the line shooting two. No good on the first. Askia Echavia, one of the main guys of CM Farm breakthrough basketball. No good again. Dimasingkil to Pinggol. Pinggol spinning. Dimasingkil open. Yes, sir. Jam again. Pulling away. Here comes Sarintas. Sarintas over to his big man, Edchel. Hanyo gets fouled out of the play. And Edchel Hanyo will go on to the line for two. Substitution right here for SJP Blanca Sarabillo in for Sanchez. And Hanyo cuts the lead to 4. And Hanyo misses the second. Masinkel almost loses the handle. Pingol picks it up, fires the short jumper. Wala. And here comes Serentas. Quickly ahead. Intercepted. And broken away. The Masinkel fires. No. Munares controls the board. Hanyo stop and pop 2-pointer. No. And it's Chavia trying to flick it in. Wala pa rin. And Chavia is fouled. Yes, there will be a baseline inbound for breakthrough basketball. Edchel Hanyo being eyed closely by Marquez. Hanyo fakes, forcing the issue. Basket is good and one. And Hanyo starting to show up in this ball game. He'll shoot for the bonus. Hanyo single-handedly carrying breakthrough basketball in this run. So we take a look at Coach Phil Jimena and the assistant coach huddling the players on what to do in this tightly contested one. Hanyo converts the 3-point play. And a 3, no. Hanyo picks it up. Chavia. Over to Bunares. Here comes Serentas. Alley-oop to Chavia, broken. Cruz hands it. And driving for the ball. Body's down. But breakthrough basketball ends up with it. Serentas lays it to go. As there will be an official's time because of the wet floor, and substitution right here for St. John Paul. Santillan in. We take a look at our power play of the quarter represented by Mr. June Flores. Talentas binitbit. And we are now back into the ball game after that official timeout. Quick trigger for Cruz. No. Lalisan fighting for the offensive rebound, but he steps out of bounds. Lalisan hustling that one. And Della will check in for CM Farm breakthrough basketball for Edchel Hanyo. Della taking a closer look at Della, who can be a spark off the bench. Della over to Bonares. Bonares getting an open lane, no good. Running out. Santillan collects the board. 2 minutes right here in the third period. Marquez. Here comes Cruz. Bounces it. Marquez, who hit a 3 earlier. Another one. Janet Hills for Marquez. That's his second 3 ball of the ball game. Marquez making an impact off the bench for the Blancos. As we take a look at the three-point shot of the quarter presented to us by Starprint Graphics. Last one on the corner. Sarintas has the ball now. Behind the back. And a foul before the shot. Blocking foul on Valindez. Called for that one. Coach Phil Jimena barking instructions on the sideline together with the assistant coaches and the team owner of CM Farm Breakthrough, Boss Mario Bantilan. Sarentas shooting 2 on the line. Sarentas missing that one. His second throw. Wala pa rin. And still a 2-point lead. And three ball, go down goes for Marquez. Back-to-back three-pointer for Marquez. And there's some injury timeout for Sarentas. He'll sit out. Dumalagan checks back in for the injured Sarentas. Bernardes this time. Rebound by Marquez, who hit a 3 earlier. Back-to-back three-pointers, wanting to make it 3. Oh, breaking down the defense. Fooling everyone. That leads an open lane for Sarabelio. Seconds to play in the third. Dumalagan swings a pass. Dela. Here comes Reymelton Villegas. CM Farm breakthrough basketball with a pick and roll action. Dumalagan. He turns it over. Cruz settling down his teammates. And that's a foul to give for breakthrough basketball. Dumalagan picking it up. And now Eugenio Villaflores in for Villegas and Benares. 26 seconds on the quarter. And now shot clock is down to 10. That is a hard foul. And breakthrough basketball really using their foul to gives. Eugenio committing this one. Sarabelio receives the inbound. Marquez, the hot man. And another foul to give. One more foul to give for SJP before they'll be in the penalty. That's still their third team foul. "14 seconds left. Cruz. Oh! That's a hard foul. And a lot of commotions going inside the floor. And Cruz is down with that hard foul from Eugenio. Two free throws plus ball possession for SJP. A lot of contact and physicality happening inside the court as we are live here, mga kapatid, at the Rotary Gymnasium. Live also at the Jproject basketball. Cruz will shoot 2 and the ball possession will remain with the Blancas. And taking a look at the bench of the Blancas, delighted to see their hard work's paying off. And Cruz making the second also. Chance for St. John Paul II to make it a double-digit lead to end the third. 7 seconds on the game clock. Cruz deciding where to go. 3 seconds. His pass, no. And that ends the third period. Our score 61-52 and 9-point lead for the St. John Paul, coming in this game as an underdog, but look where they are now. And that ends the third period. We'll be right back. And now taking a look at the third quarter highlights. Lighting it up from the outside are the Blancas. Marquez making 2 big threes, as well as their other guys. To name a few, Dimas Sinkil, the main man leading the charge for the team from Davao City. But this is just a 9-point lead. Breakthrough basketball within striking distance, being led by J.M. Bonares. Serentas also making a lot of impacts, running down up from the floor. And look at that earlier. Marquez hitting 2 threes, and we'll have a short break, and we'll be right back after a while. And now we prepare to check in back in this ball game. A 9-point lead for the guys in blue. As taking a listen to our venue announcer, this is the 4th and final quarter presented to us by Jproject Basketball. And so Jun Linogon also enjoying this action. Santillan. Dumalagan. Limit! Gets fouled. And foul on Lalisan on that play. Limit will shoot for 2. The UST Growling Cub playing for CM Farm, making the first. Heavy loads are expected for this guy, Mark Limit. And Limit, perfect on the line. Marquez. Here comes Cruz. The second unit for St. John Paul, really working it out as Limit tries to save it. Marquez who hit one earlier on that spot, not this time around. Seven-point lead for the Blancas, and here they are now on their out of bounds play, making some, wanting to make things happen. A lot of physicalities inside, just normal. Cruz decides to drive, and the traveling violation called by referee Cabangal. Turnover right there, and a 4-man substitution for St. John Paul. And I think this will be the core guys to end this crucial fourth period. There will be minor changes along the way, but this will start the end for St. John Paul. Dumalagan. Quick release. Bang! CJ Dumalagan answering the call. Cutting the lead to 4. Apat na lang ang hinahabol ng breakthrough basketball. And look at CJ playing defense on the other side. And Dumalagan making the defensive stop on that rotation. And ball knocked out of bounds. Still, CM Farm breakthrough basketball. And taking a look at Coach Howard Delgado. On fire as he is pleased with the performance of his team as of late. Limit. And there's a foul before the shot. Limit taking it aggressively towards the basket to start this fourth, as what Coach Phil have mentioned as one of their key components to victory tonight. Attack the basket aggressively. And now they're doing just as what their coach said. Mark, limit. Shot clock down to 10. Limit spins. Hanyo over to Chavia, open. Wide left. Dumasinkel trying to save it and does. Tingol. Strong move. Couldn't get it to fall. Villegas using his body. And turnover. Napalakas. Masyadong nagmadali ang St. John Paul on that play, mga kaibigan. And Coach Howard Delgado fired up on the sidelines. Sabi niya, wag mo nang magmadali. And on the other side, Coach Phil Jimena barking out a lot of instructions. And our crowd delighted to see the actions live here at the Rotary Gymnasium. Limit crossing towards the midcourt, marching with 8 minutes and 18 here in the fourth and final. Limit to Dumalagan. Don't give him a lot of space. He'll make you pay. And now here comes the double and the bounce pass. Villegas. That Wangmin College connection connecting. Both are playing in the league in Manila for Wangmin College. Dumasinkel wants to answer. Yes, sir! John Dumasinkel answers one when you needed him most. Dumalagan. And Dumalagan, it's hacked on the way. CJ changing the perspective and complexion of this ball game with his threat from the outside. Coach Howard getting his players set. Limit over to Chavia on the top. No good. Dumasinkil. Quick pass inside to his big man. Wala. And Chavia clears the board ahead. Edchel Hanyo. Balik muna. And Dumalagan hounded. Right there. (59-63), plenty of basketball left to play. Let's see who will end up with a victory. Kapit lang mga kaibigan, and comment down below kung saan banda kayo nanonood at sinong gusto magpa-shoutout. As Mark Limit with 2 to shoot, put it bellied out. Dumasinkil Receiving a pick from the top of the key. Taking it coast to coast. No good, but on the follow-up. For Sanchez, the big man. Big shot right there to extend the lead back to 6. Halfway through. Almost halfway through here in the fourth. Dumalagan receives the catch. Bang! CJ Dumalagan. Just give the ball to him and let him shoot. Badly needed one, a big one for CJ and for breakthrough to keep them within a closer distance. Backdoor cut here for Jam. Scoop shot running out. Here comes Hanyo. Hanyo is down and he'll get to shoot 2. Edchel Hanyo will go back in the line for 2 as there will be a map timeout. And the coaches out here for breakthrough basketball. Coach Dindo Pastor and Coach Phil Jimena. And taking a break for the map timeout. Edchel Hanyo on the line shooting 2. Chance for Hanyo to cut the lead to 1 or 2 if he splits. Or could have stayed the same if he misses the 2. But Hanyo connects the first, changing the narrative. Hanyo converts, now down to a point, half shot. Kapit lang mga kapatid. Live here at the Rotary Gymnasium and to everyone watching us live on Facebook. And a steal by Sanchez. Getting the foul. Good steal by the big man. CJ Dumalagan connects. Commits the foul. That was a mismatch. Big mismatch for the big man Sanchez and Dumalagan. Here comes Sanchez. Peregrino. Here comes Dimasingkil. Shot clock down to 5. Jam. Throws it. No. Gets. There was an offensive rebound and misses. CJ now. Dumalagan spins, creating space and separation, connects, and now back on the driver's seats are the breakthrough basketball. Dumalagan answering the call. He scored the last 8 points of the ball game for breakthrough. And the turnover, there it goes! Melton Villegas with a slam dunk! Raise the roof, says Melton Villegas. And now momentum on the side of breakthrough. Howard Delgado calls time as we take a look at the power move of the quarter. presented to us by Jproject Clothing. Can we take one more look at the power move of the quarter? Ray Melton Villegas with a throw down. And we have a timeout. We'll be back in a moment. And back to the ballgame we go. Crucial moments for both of the teams. (9-0) run for breakthrough basketball. And now the pressure defense is up. Mark Limit hounding Lalisan. And Lalisan, naitawid pa naman. Shot clock down to 8. And Sanchez, the big man, follow up is good. One hand tip in for John Sanchez. Closely contested one here live at the Rotary Gymnasium. And to our Facebook Live viewers who just tuned in, this has been the story of the ballgame. Limit, bang bang! Mark Limit showing why he's a top 20 high school player in the country. Cruz over to Marquez. Marquez running shot. He makes it to go. Marquez makes that one. As there will be a map timeout again as we take a look at the 3-point shot of the quarter presented to us by Star Print Graphics. (71-69), 2-point lead for Breakthrough Basketball after trailing by double digits earlier. And we'll be back in a moment after this timeout. And we're now back into the ball game. And before this ball game continues, we would like to shout out our live viewers. Shout out to KJ Lampios, to Maricar Morito, and to Dominic Cesar, who's watching us live on our Facebook live stream. Follow, like, and share Jproject Basketball. Here comes CJ Dumalagan. 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Clock ticking down. Sinong mananatili? Limit with a spin. Naabangan pero may tawag. And that will put St. John Paul on penalty. John Paul now under penalty with 3:27 left in the ball game. Mark Limit on the line, who'll shoot 2. And Mark Limit connecting the 2 throws right there, extending the lead to 5. Walang kakaba-kaba. Walang bibitaw for both of the teams. Just a 4-point ball game. But momentum clearly on Breakthrough's side. Fake handoff, spin, blocked. Mark Limit on the defensive side. And Sweat has some dangerous Sweat and basa right there. Player safety are the priority of Jproject basketball. Your safety is our priority right here. And now, baseline inbound for St. John Paul. Naghahabol ng 4, but the expectations of this ball game has been met. It's a tough and grinding out ball game. Live here at the Rotary Gymnasium, presented by Jproject Clothing of Sir June Linogon. Dimasinkel, quick trigger, short. Lalisan tracks down, inside, in for Lalisan. Live action from CJ, trying to step it back, hands it to Bunares with 23 on, with 9 on the clock. No, block again. Defensive stop for St. John Paul. Good standing on the ground. Dimasinkel, and last touch by Dimasinkel, says the referee. Tumama ata sa hita ni Jam. Good defense by Breakthrough Basketball, by CM Farm Breakthrough Basketball. Villegas to Hanyo. Hanyo makes it to go. Quick spin. Dimasinkel kicks out. Cruz. Binigay. Lalisan with a sidestep, and Lalisan is fouled. And wet spot again inside the floor. But 2 throws will be given to Lalisan. And as we take on our power play of the quarter, presented to us by Mr. June Flores. Lalisan on the line, shooting for 2. And a friendly bounce, badly needed one, to keep within the striking distance of the ball game. 75-72, 1 possession lead for CM Farm Breakthrough Basketball, headed by Coach Phil Jimena and its team owner, Boss Mario Bantilan. Lalisan calmly sinks in the second. Dumalagan. Being eyed closely by Cruz. Hanyo asking for it on the post. Dumalagan. Villegas, long two. Big one for the big man. Dimasingkil, nagmamali sa kabilang dulo. Here comes Sanchez spinning. Dimasingkil leans in. Plenty of time on the clock. Jump. Rushing the ball. Bad break for SJ. And we take on the look of the 3-point shot of the quarter presented to us by Starprint Graphics. Villegas answering the call. Villegas calling clear out. The big man handling the point. Hanyo on the post. Nangalabaw! Edchel gets it to go. Big one. Again, every shot is crucial. Lalisan kicks out. Open. Yes, sir! Gets it to go. Salce makes one. Big one to got the lead to 3. That was what St. John Paul was needing. And we have a timeout. We'll be back in a while. And we are back in the ball game. Coach Phil Jimena really had something to say on that timeout. Settling down his team. If CM Farm Breakthrough makes one basket right here, it will be tough for SJP to bounce back. But if St. John Paul makes a defensive stop right here, this will be an interesting one. Let's see what pans out. CJ's over to Mark Limit. Limit with 8 on the clock. Hanyo short. Hanyo recovers. And Hanyo is fouled. A lot of contact inside. That was already a miss for Edchel, but the rebound was insecure by the Blancas of Davao City. Hanyo back on the line. He made his 2 earlier. Let's see if he'll make it. Oh, running out. Second throw for Edchel. John Paul was hoping for a miss from Edchel of Tagum City. And he makes it. Big one. 2 possession ball game. Dimasingkil in. For 29 seconds. Coach Phil taking on the defensive side. Dumasinkil. Hand off. Dumasinkil over to Sauce. Bang! Sauce again. This man is born close. 30-second three on the clutch time as we take a look on the Starprint Graphics 3-point shot of the quarter, presented to us by Starprint Graphics. And what a pass also coming from John Dumasinkil. And this game is presented to us by Starprint Graphics, Jproject Clothing, Toyofoka Banana Trading, the City Government of Tagum and the City Sports Development Office, and Mr. June Flores. And back to the ball game we go! 80-79, 1-point ball game. Expect a foul or a hard press from SJP Blancas. If they fail to make a defensive step, they need to foul. "14 seconds on the shot clock.
Delaying the game. Warning for delaying the game.
Here we go. Limit almost right there. And finally, St. John Paul fouled, but wasted 10 seconds on the clock.
Kapay time out ng Juan. Kapay time out ng John Paul.
One timeout left for St. John Paul. If Mark Limit makes the second, they can call it timeout. But if Mark Limit don't, they have to push and secure the rebound. Mark Limit with big throws right here makes the first. Calmly and collectedly, Mark Limit making it. Mark Limit, second throw. John Paul needs to secure the board. If ever Mark misses. And Limit makes the second. Timeout to draw the last play for a three for St. John Paul right here. 80-79. We have a timeout. We'll be right back. And welcome back to this live action presented by Jproject Basketball and Jproject Clothing of Mr. June Linogon. And here we go. Let's see the play that was drawn by Coach Howard Delgado. Comment down below if you think St. John Paul will be able to make a three-point conversion right here, or do you think that Breakthrough Basketball hold on to their lead? And now they're having difficulties on the inbounds. And there's a foul to give. Expect that Breakthrough Basketball will also foul, as that will only be 2 throws. St. John Paul needs to quickly fire one, because Breakthrough Basketball might have to foul them. They will risk the 2 free throws compared to a 3-point attempt. Dimasinkel. Oh! That will be a foul! Acting 3. That will be shooting 3, I guess. Echel Hanyo with a foul on the 3-point attempt, I guess. Wise move by Marquez, and Marquez has been on fire in this ballgame. He's been hitting the target. Let's take a look and see if he will make this 3-point conversion. Big free throws coming for the young man of Davao City. Marquez will go on to shoot 3. And Marquez misses the first, and look at the delight of the crowd. This has been a fun game to watch, presented only to us by Jproject Basketball. That first miss was very close and costly. St. John Paul will have to, I guess, miss this one and hope for a rebound and throw it quickly. Marquez will miss this one. Yes, I was right. Marquez forced that miss, but he was already first to step on the line before he throws it. And CJ Dumalagan was quickly fouled. Dumalagan. On the line, shooting 2. No good on the first. CJ Dumalagan, the player of the game last Tuesday, who Breakthrough Basketball won by only 3 points against DNSC, and now they're looking to do the same. Jump. And that should do it. Final score 82-80. Costly mistake or miss by Marquez on that free throws. CM Farm Breakthrough Basketball escapes will win 82-82. What a fun and exciting game we have just witnessed, brought to you by Jproject Basketball and Jproject Clothing of Mr. Vicente Linuban Jr. As we take a look on to our fourth quarter highlight, here comes Raymelton Villegas on the throw down. And Mark Lemon also stepping up, firing from all cylinders in this ball game, on point and on target. Lalisan also carrying loads for SJP. There was a long two for Villegas. And this is the clutch three. Look at that throw down from Villegas.
Sige na. 3-0. 4.
Second time na niya. Sa kipat kayo uli lagi.